Hey guys, welcome back this week. As promised, it's Thursday and we are doing this week's video. It is actually a work session again, as I did on Sunday, or I think it was Sunday or whatever. But yeah, I'm working on doing the maintenance yard building number 2. Or sorry, number 1's roof, number 2 is the black one. As of the previous video, you saw me do the weathering of the roof and how it came out. And when I did that, it was all fresh. It wasn't fully dry. So I'm going to throw up a video here or a picture here so you can see the end results as it dried, as the final result. And then from there, I went and did this. I cut it up into sheet panels, and I'm going to apply it as a kind of a shake style. This is just kind of an experimental. I think it'll come out all right, but I will not be doing all of it. I'm only going to do enough to kind of show how it's going to turn out. And once I cut up those these strips, I kind of mix them all together, so it's going to be random. I might get some that has a piece like this. So let's just put it in my hand here. It has this, there we go. Like that, or it might come out and look something more like that. Yeah, again, it came out very, very good. And like I said, working with the RAF Dark Earth, that was the first time I've used it. And I've used the crusted rust deposits and the rust streaks and the streaking grime. So I'm kind of used to them, but adding the third part with the Dark Earth was just something totally new. Didn't know what I was going to get into. So with that, I'm going to back this off a bit here. Now that you know what we're doing tonight, I'm going to be doing just a little bit of this. So I'm going to try to get some of the glare. I got a light that does not like to work very well. So there's two ways that I can do this. I got this tape glue runner that's permanent. I've had some pretty good luck with that. It's not bad stuff. I got some Gorilla tape that's double-sided. That works well too. You cut it and then you're to the length you need, and then you peel it on both sides, and then it sticks to the surface of where you want it, and then also you peel off the other side, and then you can stick down whatever you need. This stuff, they both work good. But tonight we're going to go with the micro applicator, just because that's what I feel like doing tonight. I normally use a toothpick, but I have these on hand, so that's what I'm going to be using. So I'm going to try to do this. Let's see. There, I'm going to try to do this realistically here as possible. There we go. I'm in a position where I'm trying to see and work. So we're just going to start off on the corner here. And I'm just going to apply some glue. And if you're wondering where I got these from, I got these pieces from Mud Creek Models. Just about most everything I get is from Mud Creek Models. Primarily because, you know, Frank's got the benefit from me. You know, pretty much the only N-scale company that I know. For the most part, there are a few others out there that I see. They're on eBay, but for what I do, it's pretty good odds that Frank will have everything I need. So we're just gonna leave it off just a little bit off the edge there. We're just going to go down the row, and we are just going to apply this as if it was just a shingle. And I'm trying to do it in a way where there's going to be a lip. I am intentionally hanging it down below. Come on. I'm intentionally hanging it down. Pardon my camera tonight. It's not wanting to zoom in like it normally is. There we go. So I am leaving it just a little bit over the edge of the cardboard just to give it that look. The nice thing about these metal pieces is that when they go down, they're down. And you can just take your time with this part of it. I think one of the worst applications I've had is when I did my HO scale train house. Couple years ago. That's one that Frank helped me produce. He did all the cutting, and he did a little bit of adjustment for the sizings and stuff. And he did have it for sale for quite a while. You know, I know he had it for a while. I'm not. So he helped me do that one. It was really worth it. I'll be probably getting another one in scale. I did one, and I have my HO scale one still together. It's in storage, which all my structures will be coming out of storage, and I'll be able to display them, and they're going to be going over my new workbench area. And as I get my new ones done or whatever, they'll be going up there for display. A lot of people, they display like their car models or stuff like that. Well, my models are going to be in my building, so that's just what I'm going to be doing. That way, in about 3 years or so, when we actually move from our townhouse that we're just about to purchase into a house that's long-term, because when we actually get to our long-term house, we'll be there all the way through my daughter's school year, so that'll be long enough to have a railroad built. So looking forward to being able to have space to do that. So Unfortunately, I have to wait a few more years to actually have a layout, but in the long run, it'll be far worth it because I've decided to go bring everything out of mothballs and just go ahead and not only do my new builds, but also start working on the ones I have to detail them out. So when they're done, I can put them all on the layout. And it looked real good. So that kind of thing. So, but yeah, these metal pieces are going on really kind of nice. And I'm putting them on in a manner that, you know, I would put on a shingle. So, and they're all randomized because I cut them up and put them in a little tray, and so they're all already mixed. So, the pattern that comes out is just going to be random, which is exactly what I wanted. You're not going to know how it's going to come out until it comes out. And like I showed in the picture, how they dried was just great. I mean, here is, let's see if I can get this to come in. Look at that. This is one of the pieces, and I'm not sure if you can see it because of the lighting, but see all that grime in there? That is the crusted rust and the dark earth blending in together to create nook and cranny dry gunk on the metal roofing. And that came out really, really good. And am I going to use it in the future? You bet. You darn right I am. It's not just dark earth is dark earth. I mean, it's not something that I will not ever use. I'm sure it was designed for the aspect for ground use. But you know, dark earth can be on tanks. For those who do military modeling, dark earth can be really found pretty much anywhere. But I don't really call it dark earth because it dried. It's not really dark. It's more of a lighter color. But in the end result, it turned out awesome, and I will definitely be using it on more of my builds. So when I restock my AK stuff, I'll be doing it limitedly because they are not the most affordable at times. So I do it when I can, and it lasts me because I never have had their product ever go bad or dry up on me. So when I get to the end here, I always have like a little extra hanging over, and that's okay, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to push on this end piece here. Come on. Come on. Sorry if the light's not working, if I'm not getting this in the light right enough. But anyway, put this last piece on here, and I'll do... So now that that's on there, you can see there we go. You can see all the different shades in there, and then I'm going to mix the next row in over that, and it's going to create a awesome look. And the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to trim these ends down once I get it all on. So I'm going to just start working up. So instead of going all the way across, I'm going to go up a ways, and we're just going to start applying layers upon layers and everything else. And some people are going to ask, well, why don't I put something else down and just put this over tar paper? Well, because you don't put metal roofing over tar paper. And that kind of thing. So, okay, so this is about halfway across where I'm going to stop. And then just trying to get this enough over the top so it will seal down. And so we're going to just there we go. One thing I like about this too, guys, is that it kind of forces you to slow down just a little bit. And it gives you a little bit more perspective of what it takes to show a little more craftsmanship in what you do. And it really can put your patience on this stuff. If you don't really have patience. Okay, here we go. And the glue that I'm using is this stuff, the original tacky glue in the bottle that you don't get no more. So I keep the bottle. I love how it's always ready to be used. Dang it. And my metal shingles here that I've made are not the most perfectly straight, I'll be honest, because I didn't use my chopper. I used my hands, free-handed it, which I can't wait to get my chopper back up and running again because it makes everything straight like it's supposed to be, cuts wise. So let's just go with the idea that it's well weathered and it's having loose shingles. That's the story we're gonna go with. Yep, we'll stick with it. But yeah, this stuff is definitely there we go. And I'm doing my best to keep this straight, at least within the line that I'm doing. Do a couple more here. And now I'll go to the next row. I'll be honest, it is nice to finally get a roof on this structure. I've had this structure done for, well, I got the building all together, and it sat for like 4 months. And then I got the building together, it sat for another couple months. And now I finally getting a roof on it, and it sat for a week or two after that. And then now I'm finally getting the actual metal roofing done to it. So it's had a journey. Okay, so we're going to stop at this point on this row. I know you haven't been able to see because my camera is dirty. The lens is dirty, I found out just now. So it's trying to focus. I thought my camera was clean. So there is the roof so far. It's gonna look really good as it's going on the building. So I'm gonna kind of, now that these are all in place, I'm gonna kind of try to speed things up just a little bit. And just apply enough glue across there. And put this little piece on the end. And I don't have a lot of my tools with me in here, so I'm doing a lot of this just freehand. And I'm learning a lot of patience. So when I go back using my tools, I'm hoping that that would have made my handiwork a little better. don't have my tweezers, which I need. This would have made it a lot easier. So we're going to have to substitute and use the back of my little applicator here to do what I'm wanting this to do. There. I'm going to do a few more, and then I think we're going to call it. That way we can kind of see where things are going to go. Still have things I need to do tonight, and getting off work early tomorrow and heading over to the parents' place, which is across the state in Eastern Oregon, for the weekend. And with any good luck, we'll have all the appraisal stuff done for our house tomorrow, and we can close on the house early next week. So it'll be very nice to be able to say we have a home. Needless to say, we'll have our own space where I don't have to worry about too much. So there we go. So this is going to be a little interesting to finish, but I think when I get the outcome done, it'll look good. And I am deliberately putting a little bit of flux in this. I'm trying not to do too much, but again, I'm doing this freehand. Doing it freehand because I don't have my tweezers with me. And we are trying to do something that would be nice to have my tweezers. So come on, darn it. Here we go. So I think because I'm getting a little bit of the glue on my finger, and it's wanting to stick to my finger versus stick to the model, and it's creating a little more of a problem tonight than I was wanting. So we're going to call it, but I hope, because I'm going to probably have to retouch up on some of this, but I'm going to give credits where it's due. AK's product is as good as everyone says it is. So there you have it. This is where I'm going to stop. I'm going to let this all dry. And I'm going to take my time with it. I got most of this done. I got to do this other side. But this is going to give you kind of an idea of what it looks like. And I'm going to have to make some adjustments here. Just to make things look a little better. But look at that variety. You have all kinds of silver from the main metal. You got the browns, black. You got the crusted rust orange in there. And it's just popping really good. And I'm loving it. So, you know, this might be my new technique for weathering everything for metal wise. You never know. Definitely will be doing this technique with the rooftop ventilation ducts for the firehouse that we have. But yeah, this is kind of an awesome outtake on this. Normally, I'm not sure how everyone else does it, but I see people, some people just do strips of the, do strips like this and lay it down, and then they do another strip, and then another strip, and then another strip. I bet, and you can see that it's all one strip. Not saying that that's a bad thing, but I prefer to have, you know, it more like a shingle style to get it. It gives it, in my opinion, I think it gives some depth to detail. It gives like an outline. Hold on a second here. There. Had some fuzz or something on the screen that was causing my camera to not focus. So there it is. When I come back on this model anyway, this roof will be done, and I will show you the outcome of it, and hopefully by that time I will have the maintenance yard MYB2 maintenance yard building 2 at least put together, assembled. It's ready to be in that stage. So we're looking at maybe a couple of weeks out, maybe. I'm not 100% sure about next week. If we close, I will be down for a few weeks due to moving. So yeah, with that, we'll see you guys in a few weeks. So it'll be a few weeks before I get another video out because of all the house stuff coming up. So this will give me some time to catch up on some of these projects in the meantime, and then we'll see you then. So here's a side angle of it. So it looks pretty darn good. Anyway, you guys have a good night, and we'll see you in a few weeks. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.